Hello, Isaac.
Hello, Theo door.
So, you might be wondering, oh no, what has happened to Poptropica that has required both of you to be gathered here to speak about it?
The Poptropica creators are kind of a mess.
So, basically, this is kind of a sequel to our Is Poptropica Dead video. So basically, if you have not played Poptropica in years and you clicked on this video out of pure nostalgia, there's a lot you've missed, so I would recommend watching that video, although you could probably get away with just watching this video. Just know that Poptropica has changed a lot since your childhood.
Very, very much so. It's not a good game anymore.
But anyway, so this video is going to be going over some recent controversies, just things that have happened involving the developers of Poptropica.
Is Poptropica dead? We were talking about the gameplay itself. In this one, we're going to focus more on what the creators have been doing.
Right. Can you hear my laptop fan? Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about the horrible audio quality and video quality. This is the only way that we can get a video with both of us talking in real time. The Betty Jetty controversy.
Which we already have a very short video of Theo just
Yeah, because I learned about this and I just had to rant about it. But well, since I already made a whole little rant about it, do you want to explain what happened here, Isaac?
Okay, so people like posting fan art on Instagram, and they'll tag the creators. The creators usually post it on their story. It's a nice thing. It's a nice thing for the creators to do. We like that. We like them sharing fan art. That's good.
Of course.
Only issue is this person posts fan art of the beloved villain Betty Jetty. I don't know if she's beloved, but well-known villain.
A lot of people do like her. She's one of the more memorable villains.
Betty Jetty from Superpower Island. And in the description of this post, they never said the words Betty Jetty. Apparently that was a mistake because the creators commented on that post, does this character have a name? They looked at fan art of one of their characters and commented, does this character have a name? Which means that they have not, I don't know why I have two fingers up, which means they have not looked at the old islands that they have.
Because that's not an honest mistake. If someone posted fan art of some NPC, some random NPC, and you asked who it was and they were like, oh, it's Townie number 4, I could understand that confusion. Betty Jetty is literally one of your most iconic villains.
Yes.
There is a difference between forgetting a certain character in the background of an island versus the character that the whole island leads to a boss battle with. And because we know pretty much everyone who worked on old Poptropica is no longer working at Poptropica. Poptropica's new owners, they fired the entire old team. Everyone working at Poptropica has only been working there a few years. And the fact that at least their social media person hasn't even played the old islands, I think it's safe to assume if your social media person doesn't know the old islands, no one on the team knows the old islands.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably correct.
Yeah, which is very disheartening because, if you're asking the creators to port the old islands and the creators are like, we've never played the old islands, that's not a great sign that they're ever going to be ported.
Yeah. Or even if they're going to, lose what made them special. Because the creators just don't understand them, clearly.
Yeah, exactly what happened with mythology. That's just, imagine if someone posts fan art of, what's a Marvel villain?
Doctor Doom.
Yeah, someone posts fan art of Doctor Doom, and the official Marvel account comments, who is that? That's not a cute look.
No, it's not.
Because, outside of the fact that, they don't even know their own characters, you shouldn't make it known publicly that you don't know your own characters.
Which, to be fair, people do post, fan characters all the time.
Yeah, people do post their OCs, but if you can't tell someone's OC from your OC.
Before we go on, there's no bullet point for this, but there was one thing I wanted to quickly bring up about the Dimension Bros Instagram. The creators, so every month I do a calendar post that just like talks about what we're gonna do,
Yeah,
like
there
what we're
will
gonna
be
upload
examples
that
on
month.
screen.
Yes. I posted this month's calendar, which of course had this video. It was like, I don't remember what it was. It was like Dr. Hair maybe with a big exposed over it or something.
Yeah.
And the creators, I was playing Minecraft on my phone. I got the notifications. The Poptropica creators liked your post, clicked on it, and by the time I had pulled it up, they had unliked the post. So they saw the hashtag Poptropica was in it, liked it, realized, unliked it, and just
Oh.
that was really funny.
So they know this video's being made.
Yes, they do,
So,
because they saw the calendar post.
but they liked and commented on our 1 year post, so that was nice.
That was also really funny because they're like, we can't wait to see you guys do more Poptropica content. We're like, you're not gonna like the content we
Like,
have planned.
we have a funeral planned.
Is that
We are direct
acceptable?
to learn more about that.
Okay, next on the bullet point list, the fanfic challenge.
Okay, so basically, they released a fan-made island, Fairy Tale Island. They had a contest in which fans could submit their ideas for islands, and one of the winners was Fairy Tale Island. Now, Fairy Tale Island had a very open ending, and there were like data mine leaks to show that it could possibly be a part 1 and part 2 situation. But if you go on the actual website, there's no longer anything to indicate that. So to the average player, you're going to think that that is the complete island, right?
Right. Yes.
So they release it with like an unfinished ending, and then on their blog go, hey, write your own fairy tale endings and we'll post our favorites. And Tall Cactus wrote an amazing one, and she got the recognition she deserved. So well done, Tall Cactus, and the other people. But like we interact with Tall Cactus the most, so.
Right.
But anyway, so see that, and that's fine. Like doing a little fanfic contest about your game, that's not the issue. The issue is Fairy Tale Island is a fan submitted island. So one of two situations has happened. One, the person submitted a shit island with a shit ending, and now the creators are like using fanfic as a way to like try and tie it up instead of just picking a better island to make.
Right.
Or B, Fairy Tale is going to have a part 2. However, for some reason, whoever made the island, their poor vision has not been properly executed, and like we might not be getting a part 2. Cause like that's really like awful to, not awful, but like weird to think about. If you submit a story to a person to make, and then they make part of your story, and then ask other people to submit their ideas for your story that you were supposed to have told.
I wish the Poptropica creators publicly released the submission. I
Yeah.
need to see the submission.
I need to see the submission. We said in the last time, if you made Fairy Tale Island, please get in contact with us on Discord or on email. Like, please try and contact us. Like, we want to speak with you. But anyway, Stevie's father on Twitch did a stream of, like, them, like, live writing fan fiction. And, like, at first he was like, oh, this could just be something to drum up, like, attention to see if people want a part 2. And then I pointed out, this is a fan-made island. And he was like, oh, shit! Because if you're testing the waters to see if you're gonna finish someone's vision, like, the point of the Dream Island contest is you submit your island to have it be made. Then if only half your island gets made, and then the creators are seeing if they want to do the rest of it, like, then you didn't win.
Yeah. Well, you might win if the fans say they want a part 2.
I know. You're at the mercy of the fanfics. Did you submit a fanfic, Isaac?
I did not, because I figured they did impress me in the fact that they actually picked like ones that people clearly worked on. I was really expecting to go on and see like 2-sentence responses.
Yeah, they did, because like they had a fan art challenge for Fairy Tale 2, and they literally said we randomly picked winners. We didn't like spend time choosing which ones to win. We just randomly picked them. But I did like that they picked the most high effort ones.
I honestly kind of feel bad they had to sort through all of the fake responses because I know there were a lot.
Yes, many people in our Discord server were like showing all of our our shitpost meme submissions.
Oh
But
boy.
yeah, so that was the weird fanfic thing. And then next up is what?
Goofball Island.
Oh, we have to talk about Goofball Island. Okay.
It's not even okay.
Okay.
You
so
know more about this than I do. You go.
Yeah, I'll explain this and you can just be in pain. They've so far announced 3 winners of the Dream Island contest. Fairy Tale Island, which has now been made, Jade Scarab Island, and that one we know who made it, and it sounds really cool and really amazing, and we're all hyped for Jade Scarab. The third one, which is actually the second one, I've done them out of order, but the second one, which is our point of interest, is Goofball Island.
Ah.
So what were your initial reactions when you heard that Goofball Island was going to be made?
Okay, so you read the description of Goofball Island, you're like, this was made by someone under the age of 10.
Yeah. Like
it's... The story is very just like... I don't know how to describe it. Like, it seems like it's made by a child.
Goofball Island was created by a fully grown man. A fully grown, bearded man. And let me explain to you how I know this. Again, shout out to Tall Cactus. Tall Cactus, the unofficial sponsor of this channel, really.
That's
the
true.
unknown hero. Tall Cactus. Now, people had discovered this before, but it was Tall Cactus who DM'd us, so you're... And basically, so the creators tweet about Goofball Island winning. Someone quotes tweet this, saying, oh my gosh, this is my island. This is great. And to check to make sure this is the right person, if you go to their Twitter, they have their DeviantArt linked, and on their DeviantArt, there is concept art of Goofball Island. So, like, this is the person.
Don't tell people to go on their Twitter.
When you go to this Twitter account, when I tell you, it is like 95% just retweets of apparent not safe for work content. That's all it is. The Twitter account is literally just retweets of every type of Rule 34 imaginable. And if you don't know what Rule 34 is, do not Google it. just know it is adult lewd content. Do not Google it. Do not Google it. But this person loves it, which, you know, no shame in adults liking adult things. Just tied with the fact that they are the winner of the Dream Island contest, and then you go to their DeviantArt, and so not only are they retweeting this on their Twitter, but they're creating it themselves on their own DeviantArt. So, like, amongst the concept art for Goofball Island, you just have so many inflation things. So much inflation, so much of it. And a hint of vor, too. And if you don't know what those words mean, don't Google them.
Hi, Editing Theo. I realized that, like, if you're not familiar with the internet, you could just be, like, seeing these images and being like, that's just someone drawing fat characters, but, like, and I wish it was just that, but, like, it's not. There's a difference between just, like, drawing a character who is fat, whereas you're drawing a character fetishizing their size. There's a difference in that, so I just wanted to make that clear for, like, people who are unfamiliar with, like, DeviantArt and their ways. So, but yeah, I just wanted to clear that up in editing, because I'm obviously including, like, safe for work images, and I realize in doing so, someone could make the argument, they're just drawing fat people, when it's like, no, it's deeper than that, like, so, yeah, well, I wish this was just some wholesome fat art of just, like, fat characters. It's not. Also, I might be mislabeling this stuff as inflation or vor. I don't know the difference, okay? I really don't, and I don't care to find out. So to me, like, fetishizing larger bodies is all just under the inflation and vor category. If there's other names for, like, what I showed on screen, I'm sorry. But I'm not in the mood to find out, okay?
It's just, like, boy. There's nothing really to do in this situation. Because on actual Poptropica.com, you can't get to this. You just know Goofball Island exists. They don't link to the creator or anything. But just, like, doing a little bit of further research, you find that the creator of this island is a grown man. He's posted a selfie. That's how we know this. Is a grown man who just loves to do nothing on social media, but I guess look at Rule 34 stuff. And, like... And it's so strange and bizarre, and like had they never quote tweeted the Poptropica creators, we would have never known. And we could have lived in blissful ignorance, unaware that the creator of Goofball Island is into inflation stuff.
This isn't really the Poptropica creators' fault.
It's not their fault. Like how were they supposed to know that they needed to do background checks on people entering the Dream Island contest? And they probably thought the same as we did, and thought the person who submitted this was some innocent child.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I almost feel bad because all the children who went through this contest, some grown man has won instead.
Yeah.
Which, like, I mean, I do know like older people enter the contest because like we're friends with people who have entered, and like, yeah, but I'm still, it's still, because, like, I don't know, what do you think about this, Isaac?
Like we said, I can't really blame the creators for this, because you would assume you don't have to do background checks for
I know,
a kid's game.
you wouldn't think that, like, the people creating this are also the people creating inflation and vor art on the
But also, like, I just have this horrible thought of some innocent little child accidentally stumbling upon this account.
Yeah, because, like, their DeviantArt thing, if it's tagged Goofball Island, you, like, go to the Goofball Island post, and then you get led into the hellscape.
Yeah.
I will note, we are exaggerating a little bit here. Most of their DeviantArt is fine. I mean, if you scroll down, there's, like, they post the inflation in bundles, and, like, but if you actually go, it's mostly okay. It's the Twitter that last time I checked was, like, largely majority not safe for work. But the DeviantArt, we are kind of, like, exaggerating a little bit. I mean, there is stuff on there, definitely, but, like, it's not as bad as we're making it out to be.
Because, like, here's the thing. Just an adult person on the internet posting and retweeting and creating adult content, that's not the problem. The problem is the crossover between that adult creating adult content and then also creating content for a kid's game.
I mean, to be fair, you could make the same argument about our channel.
But where have we posted porn?
No, but also...
Isaac? I don't know what you've been doing on Dimension Bros, but I know I've just been talking about cartoons.
No, but I'm saying, like, if someone looks up Poptropica on YouTube, some kid, and is like, ooh, what's this video, and watches this video, we have mentioned all these things.
We have, but we're not, like, our work is not being showcased on poptropica.com.
That's true. Well... Technically, it was.
To that. Some of our videos are linked on the blog, and thank you. I think it's so weird because I had this cursed thought. Goofball Island. So we have Goofball Island and the creator who likes inflation stuff. What are the chances some Poptropican is going to be blown up like a balloon? And you're going to be in some balloon factory, and you get blown up like a balloon, or NPCs are blown up like balloons, or there are balloons shaped like Poptropicans. The amount of, like, ways that inflation and the concept of goofball can cross over is terrifying. I really hope the Poptropica creators are watching this, and they just, like, slowly look over to, like, their board of concept art, and it's the whole balloon Poptropican factory, and they're just like, oh no!
Oh no!
It's like, that could happen!
That could happen!
I'm just so excited to play this island through the lens of knowing who created it. I'm actually really hyped for Goofball. I'm unironically hyped for Goofball for all the wrong reasons. If you were, like, the Poptropica creators watching this, what would you do?
I don't know. Like, I love the visual of them, like, just... Oh no.
Like, looking at all the inflation scenes they have planned, thinking it was a 4-year-old.
I don't know. I feel like I just do what the Poptropica creators always do when we post a video like that. Pretend it never happened.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, none of the younger fan base knows about this. Like, I mean, now we're putting it on blast, but, like, the only fans who are gonna know are older fans. Like, our videos are set for 13 plus. Like, generally in our Discord we have, like, an older audience. Older meaning, like, ages like 13 through 17, but that's older for Poptropica.
At what point do the Poptropica creators reach out to us and try to get us to take down a video?
I mean, none of this can be like classes like defamation because we're literally just stating true facts.
Defamation is the oral or written communication of a false statement about another that unjustly harms their reputation and usually constitutes a tort or crime. We are doing none of that. Don't sue us!
That's true. Hey, Poptropica
Defamation
creators.
with us being like, the Poptropica creators have murdered children. They are murdering children. Which
put,
they're
like,
not. For
put
legal
it-
reasons, they're not.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Poptropica creators, if you want to get in contact, we have an email. Email me.
Do
But
not invite them to email us.
in the description.
Oh my god.
Sponsor
You're just
us.
inviting everyone to just email us now. We're gonna check our email.
I check that email every day, and we are yet to get anything other than security alerts of me and Theo signing into things that account is under.
Great. It's kind of like an impossible situation because technically you've done nothing wrong as the game developer.
Right.
But since most people in your fan base know that you have picked a submission, it's a hard situation. I would say to the Poptropica creators, if you're like not that far along in development, like all you have is like a few things of concept art, just work on Jade Scarab. Just do
Yeah.
Jade Scarab. Just like forget Goofball, shelf it for now. I'm not saying drop it, just shelf it and just focus on Jade Scarab because all of us, that's the Dream Island we're all really excited for is Jade Scarab. So if I was the creators, now if you're really far along in development and you just finished the balloon factory in which your Poptropica gets blown up into a giant balloon and floats around, don't release that. Because it means more than what you think it means.
You know what,
I
Theo?
would say if it's like further along in development, just release it and we can all just like have a very uncomfortable time.
I'm tired of not insulting the Poptropica creators. It's time to go on to the next one.
Oh boy.
Theo, this one, if you've watched any of our previous videos talking about the Poptropica creators, you've heard about this one before. The fan art ad. The infamous fan art ad. For the new people here, keep in mind, while we're discussing this and talking about this, we have mentioned this at least 2 other times in videos.
We have said this so many times. And so basically, when you go on Poptropica, there is a video ad at the bottom of your screen. Most of the time, sometimes it's just a video of Poptropica. Most of the time, it is a slideshow of fan art. Now, there's nothing wrong with that inherently. Showcasing fan art on your website, that's great. We love supporting small artists. But the problem is, A, none of these artists were asked before their fan art was featured in an ad on the website. And B, all of the watermarks are cropped out so you can't tell who these artists are. The only way I was able to know some of the artists to reach out to them to ask about this was because I just recognized their art styles because the fandom's so small.
Right. And I'll see if I can find the old screenshots again. We showed them in other videos, but we've talked to some of the artists. We've asked if they were asked, and none of them were.
No, they weren't asked. And none of them are upset about it, so I'm kind of being upset for them, but that fan art ad has been there for months. Almost a year, basically. It has been there for a long time. Do you know how many more followers they could have gotten, more traction to their thing if it had just stated who the artists were? Because that has literally been there for months.
I know we say Poptropica is a dead game, but when they shared our video on their blog, that video now has over 1,000 views. That pushed us to 100 subscribers in a day when we only had 70 or 80. Them sharing you does get you a decent amount of traction for a smaller creator, and I know some of those people are smaller creators. So having their Instagram tag or DeviantArt tag or Tumblr tag or whatever on that website for literal months whenever you're playing the game could have done them a lot of good, because literally you see that ad going whenever you log into Poptropica. That is every single human being logging into Poptropica sees that fan art but doesn't know who the artists are, and all they had to do was just fucking put the tag at the bottom.
Just playing fan art, and I checked the other day, it's still going, and there's actually some new fan art that either I just didn't pay attention to. Yeah, they've added new fan art to it. It's Ned Noodlehead, by the way.
Oh, glad he's dead.
And so I'm just You've cropped out all the, because it's cropped so that it fits the video screen, and most people put watermarks in their corners, but like
Snip,
they couldn't
snip,
at least
snip.
like just do like a little text box in the bottom showing the handles of where they found this fan art.
Clearly not.
Like, it's not like they're using it as an ad like for their game in other places. Like, it's just playing on their website.
Right.
But I'm still very upset because we have talked about this so many times. I'm about to email them. I'm literally about to email them because I remember because like Stevie's father was like, these cutscenes are like too short in Fairy Tail. Let's email them. So we emailed them and then they fixed it. So now if you go play the cutscenes in Fairy Tail, they go a little bit slower so they're easier to read. So I'm gonna email them, be like, take this down or credit the artists.
Everyone spam the Poptropica creators with this video and a timestamp to this moment. Don't do that. It was a joke.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah.
I feel like that's like one of the first things you learn after just being on the internet is to credit artists.
Yeah.
Like, I knew to do that when I was like 13, and like if I saw fan art and I wanted to like it, I would go and click on the tagged thing and go to the original artist, because sometimes fan accounts will repost fan art. And
Right.
like, but you credit the artist. And like, I remember so many fan accounts that I followed got into like scandals because they just wouldn't credit the artists of fan art they reposted.
Not even like on the internet. You should have learned to credit people in school, like writing an essay. They're like, don't plagiarize.
Like, it's probably from a good place of wanting to showcase artists, but you're not showcasing the artist, you're showcasing their art and not crediting them for it.
Right.
And it's playing on Poptropica all the time, and it's been there for literal months.
Mhm.
I mean, if I was the Poptropica creators, I would have clicked off once they realized the goofball thing so they could just have a minute, so they're probably not still watching.
Well, they better be watching. They just got like 30 emails with this timestamp.
Do you really think 30 of our viewers are going to go email them?
No.
A solid handful would. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Our people.
Okay.
And
so far we've talked about, a few mistakes, a few like nothing too bad. This next one is just awful. It's just an awful thing to do.
It's just an awful thing. So basically, the way ads on Poptropica work is it just use like Google Ads. So they just set where they want their ads to be, and then Google will autofill it with an ad. That's how it works on YouTube. That's how it works on most websites, right? And that's how it also works on Cool Math Games. So this also applies to Cool Math Games and all of the websites run by Sandbox Games. So this is not Poptropica exclusive. This is for their whole company that does this. So the thing is, with the Google Ads, pretty much anyone can buy an ad. Like, it obviously costs money, but like, there are ads for like, I went on the other day, there was an ad for a lawnmower on Poptropica. Like,
exactly,
so the
what
ads
the
are
kids
really
should be.
not at all tailored for children, except for like obviously the sponsored things like Rugrats. It's now. So one day, I think it was Drawn Swords who screenshotted this. I believe so. There was an ad for one of those free Robux sites. Now, if you don't know, if you ever see an ad that says free Robux, it will lead you to a scam site. It will ask for your login details and you will get hacked, and it's a scam.
It was not actually Drawn Swords who screenshotted it, but it was Drawn Swords who investigated and found out that the site it was linking to was indeed a scam site.
Unless it has Mr. Beast's face on it, then it's probably real.
Then you need to give them all of your credit card information. We're kidding. We're joking. We're joking. We're joking. You never know.
You never know.
Anyway, so this ad, a Robux, like these scams are targeted at children. So a scam designed to trick children was an advertisement on Poptropica. And I believe I've seen this same ad on Cool Math Games. So again, this isn't just at Poptropica. So here's the thing. Obviously, using Google Ads is easy. It's probably cheap. But like when you have a website for kids, are you not screening what you're advertising to them at all? Like,
Clearly
are you
not.
just not at all checking to see what is being advertised on your children's website? Like, there's a difference between Robux being advertised on, like, YouTube, which is 13 plus, than there is it being advertised on YouTube Kids, which is at kids. It's like, you can't do targeted ads at kids. Like, that's illegal.
you can do like targeted ads in the sense like I have a product for kids, let me advertise it on a kid's website, but like it can't advertise in the same way. Like it steals your data and then manufactures what ads are most likely to do that for you. I should have specified that. Like things that are meant for kids can be advertised for kids, just like a kid who specifically likes Hot Wheels and only looks up Hot Wheels stuff cannot have that data used to only advertise them Hot Wheels. You understand?
So you have to use like a general ads thing. But are you not filtering at all the fact that you are literally sending kids to scam sites? Like, I'm assuming at Cool Math Games, someone has to have fallen for it on Cool Math Games. I don't know if anyone has on Poptropica, especially because it doesn't show up all the time. But
Right.
that's still, like, you have, I think, more of a responsibility when you're running a children's website to make sure that the ads on there are, like, not gonna send your kids to a scam site.
Yeah, I feel like that's like bare minimum. Like, don't steal our kids' credit cards information.
Why would you not check? I don't understand. If you have a kid's website and you're putting ads on it, why would you not check and see what ads this is? This is not just Poptropica. Again, this is Cool Math Games. This is every other website that they own. I don't know how many, but I think it's more than 2. This is just a problem for like all kids sites that use Google Ad Space, is that these Robux scam things will buy up Google Ads things because of how much money they get from scamming children.
Right.
And then, like, so if you ever see something that says free Robux, it's not free Robux. I'm sorry.
If you ever see anything that says free anything, it's not.
Yeah, unless it's like on Wish, because then it's actually free, but it's because it's shit.
Or
If something
like,
is free on Wish, it is free, but it's not worth it.
or like a Honey ad.
Yeah, Honey, this is sponsored by Honey. No.
No. I wish. Honey, get
Yeah,
in touch.
I would take a Honey sponsorship. They have saved me money. So, but
I think it's about time we wrap up this video. We're just discussing Honey now.
in conclusion, the current Poptropica creators don't know their old characters, have asked for fan fiction instead of completing an island, picked an island in which was created by a grown man who does not safe for work content, has uncredited artists' art showcased on their website, and has advertisements to scam sites.
Theo, I just realized something.
What?
This wouldn't be the first island bit with inflation.
Oh,
Willy,
what?
the
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
yeah, the Charlie the Chocolate Factory one does too.
Yeah, well, that started it. Roald Dahl ruined a generation.
Oh.
So, yeah. Yeah, Poptropica's a mess. But subscribe to us because we make Poptropica content despite having no game to make content about. That was the saddest stab ever.